Hey, yo, he's having a ball, and they asked me to get on the mic, and they asked me, can I kick it? Or can I kick Can I kick it? 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 I'm gone. Can I kick it? To all the people.
Damn it. Try getting it sooner. What up, man? Well, I can kick it. I can't stop it, but I can kick it. All right. I can't pause it. That's for damn sure. I'm going to work on like this professional like music thing going on there. But what I want to say is thank you, everyone. Let me get to full screen. What up, everyone? What it do, though? What it do? This is officially the first real episode of ONSIDE Take with Erok, Stace, and now officially welcoming the very, very nice and very smart that knows her sports more than anyone, that wears jorts because that is just the way that things works. I mean, what? Her name is Stace. So it's ONSIDE Take with Erok, Space, and Stace. All right. Come on, give a little wave, Jake. Come on, what's up? Come on, give a wave. No, a little wave. Let's do it. There we go. So I want to thank everyone. I'm sorry, we've had a weird week. These two specifically more than me. I guess actually I had one too, but Stace was under the weather to say the least. Yeah, just to say the least. And Jake had family, which family comes first. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So we are going to, things will probably smooth out a little bit. Be back on Friday. We're going to try and we'll get back to our normal regimen, and we are very happy to have Stacy. Stacy, why don't you officially give a quick, because she has to go to work, everyone. So again,
I do.
Family and work, that does come first. Money pays the bills, All right, so give
people cocktails so they can give me money.
There you go. Good old apple sleaze. All right, so
love apple.
Eating not good in the neighborhood. All right, so why don't you give us a quick background, just to, something about yourself that you want to talk about.
Let's see.
Where's your influence? Your influence.
Synopsis.
Your synopsis. What made you interested in what you're interested in?
Full whatever. It all has to go to my dad. My dad had 3 daughters. I was the last one, so I'm basically the son he never had. So I wanted to do what my dad wanted to do, and on Sundays he wanted to watch Joe Montana and the Niners, and that gave me my love of football. And then he taught me basketball. We would go shoot hoops out in our driveway, and he gave me all the knowledge. So all credit to him. He has formed me into the person I am today. I think he's proud of it.
A tomboy.
Yeah. Well, I grew up out in the country too, so it was barefoot, mud, football.
You get barefoot mud football. That should be the new slogan for the XFL. Barefoot mud football. All right, so all right. I think The Rock would actually like that. It's like if you smell the barefoot mud football, what's cooking? All right, let's get straight into it. Oh, actually, that was Stacy's intro, pretty much. Let's kind of keep moving. Mine is very quick. Tagged up there, tags right there. I am very happy to be here today and to officially broadcast this live. I'm done trying to work with editing software because I'm done with it. I suck. I am mentally challenged when it comes to that stuff. So I'm happy to get back to the basics. So I will say shout out to my mom, Adrian Livingood. Shout out to my brother. Well, she was my influence in sports, ironically. And then my brothers, Matt Livingood and Greg Livingood, and their respective wives, and my dogs. So I will now send it to, wait, I can't break tradition because it's a disgrace. Because when you hold the ball, you got to go lace. And after that, it got to be lace. Don't ever worry, shout in the sky, because in the sky is something that nothing but a ace is. He rocking Space. What's up?
Thank you,
Space.
Eric.
Sorry, I had to use that.
Thank you. Despite your lagging Wi-Fi, I was able to make most of that out.
I know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I know.
Yeah. I would have to say
No.
shout out to my mom for getting me into sports. Having like kind of season tickets to the Red Sox was like what got me into it. Plus, growing up in Boston, I mean, everyone's either some sort of fan of one of the big sports. So I'd have to say shout out to that.
See, this is all really my fault. This is all my fault, really. I'm sorry. So go ahead. Thank your parents again, man. There you go. Thank your mom.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to my mom for getting me into sports and to help build my love for everything Boston sports.
Yeah, well, let's hope for what happens with that right now.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, let's move forward because it is somewhere that is out there, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase because Space with the chase has got to go somewhere that's deep back there, something bright, something onside. But what is it onside of, bro?
It's onside the horizon.
Wait, so that's right. Oh. There you go.
This is the segment where we talk about anything really that we're looking forward to coming up in the either coming days, coming weeks, or something that's big in our lives. So, as an introduction for her first official show, our first official appearance on the show, Stace, why don't you take us away? What are you looking forward to this week?
So my exciting point for this week, I will be headed up. Well, I'm going to go to Portland on Friday and see my sweet baby nephew because Saturday, very early, I'm going to Washington and going to go get to experience Tyler Lockett's pro camp and hopefully get to talk to him a little bit and get to experience that. So I'm very excited for that. It's definitely top-notch thing.
How come none of my camps I tried signing up for come till July? Damn.
We're on the West Coast, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. I don't know what that means. Hey, you wait till July in the South to ask Jake about that and see how I can't. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Luckily, basketball is indoors. That's what a good thing. But
no,
even
I've
indoors,
done July in the South. It is warm.
It is
warm. Warm is a understatement to say the least.
It's humid.
It's like sitting in a steam room. Oh my God. All right. Jake, why don't you go next, my friend?
Mine would have to be looking forward to potentially going to Game 6 of the Lakers Warriors series in LA. So,
damn.
Yeah, my buddy has a connect. We're waiting to hear about tickets. But I will be going to the Dodgers Padres game in LA on Saturday, so it should be a lot of fun.
and the guy that he's connect with is a guy that wears a trench coat and a hat, fedora in the back alley, and his name is not to be disclosed right now.
He also sells fake Rolexes, so
he sells bootleg DVDs and tickets. That's his thing. Okay, so sorry for anyone that doesn't know about bootleg DVDs from back in the day. I think Stace is closer to my age, or she is my age. So you remember bootleg DVDs? Oh, stop it!
Of course I do.
I know people you get them from the hookups, right?
See, I go even further than that. My grandpa used to record things on the TV onto your VHS.
Yeah,
so we would just have so many movies that were recorded from TV. For
all those kids out there, all those zinners whatever you want to call them. I have another name I'm going to call them, but I'm not going to say it on air. Is the Z's. We used to have to record our stuff. Like we used to call it. We're going to tape my program. I'm going to tape my.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I'm like, oh man. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey man, tape that WWF match for me, would you? It's like
The original DVR.
And then or when you had Blockbuster and you had to they asked you to rewind all your VHSs
Rewind.
but no one ever does.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always did.
You would.
I always did.
I still think my grandparents have the like cassette rewinder that you just put it in and you just hit the button and it rewinds the tape for you.
Oh, you mean like the tape or the actual like music one where you put it in and you had to rewind?
Well, no, but it was for the VHS tapes.
I didn't know that was a thing. Actually,
I still have a VCR.
That's fancy.
I have all the original Disney movies in VHS. Okay.
Oh, that's worth a lot of money.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
No, I don't want to get rid of them.
She got all sensitive about it. Okay, I was like, okay.
I know.
I used to. I wish I had kept them, especially in those little fold packs or whatever. They
Oh,
come in.
dude, that just opening.
Those are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so exciting. Like having Aladdin or Lion King. I remember getting this. Oh, damn. And then you mistake all the tapes, just like CDs. You put them in the wrong box, and then you put them, and then nothing's in the right place. All right. That's basically that's my onside the past horizon. That was onside the sun. That was onside the sunrise. Okay, so no, that's no, like mine's simple. I'm just looking forward to looking forward to a nice game. Mine's boring because it's sports. I know, even though that's what we're here for. But it's the Warriors. I want to see some damn redemption, and I want to see them beat the LA Tools tomorrow. So the LA Fakers, whatever you want to call it. All right.
And we lost Eric. This McDonald's Wi-Fi is so much fun to deal with.
Right,
I'm
that's
just waiting
a fake background.
Yeah,
It's on green screen.
Who's he spoofing the Wi-Fi from, man?
This is I'm trying, man. I'm fix this. I would. I promise. I might have to go reset the. I don't know. All right, so it's somewhere around. Okay, so sorry about that. Yes, the LA Fakers, LA Quakers, the whatever. I'm looking forward to the Warriors coming back and whooping on that ass. That's getting in that ass. All right.
Lord, they better.
We'll get further into that. Right. Let's move forward here. Okay, mine is onside looking in. That's my thing. I'm looking in. Let's see if I can do that. There you go. I'm on the onside looking in. My internet's on the onside looking in. Okay, so I am going to just say what I do in this, just to clarify, is my idea is this: we are mainly focused on football and basketball. That is mainly what we do. And today it'll even be just basketball, because what else in football are we going to talk about? So, except for how the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl. So, I think that it's I know, right?
Really cute. It's cute.
I know it is cute, right? It's cute. Yeah, I like the Niners are going to find a quarterback at some point. Okay, so
we have like 5. Though.
Yeah, it's
have
just
like 5.
choosing one at this point, really.
And you're going to go through them like you're shuffling cards. All right, so
that can never happen again. That was
wild.
stressful.
I've never seen that in my life. All right, so this is about sports that we don't cover that we want to give a shout out to, and it can be a sport that we do cover, but we just want to do that. Mine is literally I want to give a shout out to Charlotte QC, because we had Oak Hollow as the Wells Fargo championship this past week for the what was that to say? The round ball. It's not the golf ball. We had it for that, and it was awesome. I mean, I didn't really watch a lot of it, but the course was incredible, though. I could see I have a weird passion for watching for going out and playing golf, and especially when it's a beautiful spring day and you can, even though my allergies kick my ass, I just love the smell of grass, fresh cut grass, and it's just beautiful. So once you go to the summertime, oh my God, look at this bean. I have a golf ball myself. All right, so this thing is it'll kick my ass. Yeah, that's right, Stace. That's right. You see me. You see me right here. That's all good. That's cool.
I ain't touching that one.
No, this is a white bean right here. It's a pinto bean. It'll get burned. All right. Oh man, I'll start looking like one of those Christmas tree balls that goes up. I'll be red as hell. All right. So, I mean, it's still handsome. It's a handsome head. Don't get it twisted. But I'll start wearing those big old brim hats, like old people do. Nah. So that's my onside looking in. So I will pass it off to whoever wants to take the next spot.
Ladies first.
Ladies
All right.
first.
Well,
What a gentleman.
Something that I guess technically it's a sport we cover, but it's not something we really cover. I got to shout out my Oregon Ducks. We had a killer spring game, and our recruits are just flowing in. So shout out to Oregon football. Let's get into those playoffs and actually get us a championship, please. And thank you.
Yeah, and I thought my idea about the Panthers winning a Super Bowl was something. There you go. All right, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, but you never go the distance. You never go the distance. Get out of here.
We went to a national championship game with Marcus.
The Panthers went
I don't
to a
want to
Super Bowl
talk about
twice.
it,
How'd that
but
go?
he won us a Heisman. He won us a Heisman. And if Bo Nix had stayed healthy last year in that stupid Washington game, we would have done it.
Or
or
Stacey, if Justin Flo actually turned out to be a good football player, you guys would have.
We have good talent. Like everybody doubted Marcus, which we won't talk about that one, but everybody with Justin, they're like, he's quiet, he's too timid. No, he's not going to be good. And look at him now.
Yeah, he's on a team that still does the same thing that Oregon does. They can't ever get to the promised land.
I put that on the defense more than I put that on Justin.
That's true. Actually, I put it on injuries as well. I put it on injuries. And I forget.
Were the most injured team. Yeah,
I love it actually.
So last year was really rough.
I'm a Warriors fan, pretty much like a fanboy, and Jake is actually a Chargers fan, adopted like a fanboy of the Chargers now. So. Yeah. We both actually cheer for a team that you have. Actually, there you go.
That's very true.
Yeah,
that is.
I just now realized that. Nope, and there goes.
Yeah, we have a whole city of Chargers fans now. Like, if you go to Oregon games, you just see like Chargers jerseys popping up. You have Lions jerseys with Penny Sewell.
Hey, you'll be seeing a lot of Patriots jerseys coming soon too with Christian Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez, I'm very happy for him.
You know what I see? The fact that the Chargers should still be the San Diego Chargers, and I'll never think of them differently.
Yes, so we don't agree on much, Eric, but I do agree with you on that.
So do you agree on a lot? The Rams as the St. Louis Rams?
Oh hell no, they were the LA Rams before they were.
Yeah, they were LA before they were St. Louis.
They were in the 70s, 80s. They went to the Super Bowl. Their only Super Bowl that. So yeah, it's different. San Diego Chargers. Yeah, they were LA at one point, but. What's different? I don't have time for you. All right, so I don't have time for you. You're tripping.
I guess it's my turn, right?
It's your
turn. I have to say mine is the NFL finally releasing the Germany games. I've been looking forward to it. I knew the Patriots were going to have a game this year. Actually, in the process of planning my trip to go to that game, so hoping it all works out. It's going to be so much fun. I think it's really interesting because I remember they released the preliminary matchups. They didn't release the dates, but they released the preliminary matchups for it. And I know it looks like both of them got turned down because the home team, which was Kansas City, originally was supposed to be Kansas City versus the Bears, but I guess Kansas City wants to play that at home. So they turned that down. Now it's KC versus Miami. And then also having the fact that the Patriots are facing the Colts, which should be a good game. And I'll be able to see possibly Will Levis get his, start that week because it's week 10. So that's kind of the time where, starters that are named at the beginning kind of fall off, not meeting expectations. So should be interesting. But also, it was super interesting to see that one of the teams, it's the Jaguars, are going to be playing 2 weeks in a row in London.
Say that.
Which, again, they've had, they've been winning lately. And two of their games or one of their games last year came in it's final.
It's not fair though. It's not fair because their owner is part owner of Manchester United or Man City. So like they that's why they get every thing. But then they actually, unlike most teams that have to fly down there, get jet lag, etc., they get to play there for like 2 straight weeks, and it's going to be like they'll be totally
It's a very
rested.
big
But
advantage. But the ones in Germany, I've heard the
that's
Germans go crazy for
they love
American
it.
Yeah.
football.
They
Like,
Yeah.
love it.
Well, and one of the there's 2 teams they put out there that like start building a fan base, and it was Kansas City and New England. So it's going to be really interesting to see. And I've always wanted to go to Bayern Munich Stadium, so I'm hoping I can cross that off
Ooh,
my bucket
yeah,
list.
let me
oh,
know
that's
how.
going to be
Yeah,
so cool.
let me know how that goes. All right, let's move forward real quick again because I want to get Stacy. Stacy has, we all get a segment, and it's only fair that she has a segment too. We are not going to be like one of those networks that are just going to ignore the woman in this entire thing. So we want her to be able to have her segment, and that segment now is a place that rhymes with space, but not space. It's actually Stace's place, and it's what does Stephen A say? It's fluid. If it doesn't work, if the name doesn't fit like totally, we'll change it. But that's up to her. But I had to come up with something. All right. So this is on Stace, and what this is, it's whatever she wants it to be because we all made our own choices on our stuff. So Stace, take it away.
All right. So this time I want to talk about something that can be very controversial, but it's about bad reffing and how, like, obviously, spectators, we can say whatever we want, but how do you think the players and the coaches, the people who it actually is affecting, handle that? Because I know, like, game 3 specifically for the Warriors and the Lakers, was it game 2? One of them. But they, like, the fouls that were being called against the Warriors, like the Lakers had like 30 free points off of that, and nothing was getting called.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Thank you.
It was just, it was so blatant that, like, obviously you make the joke, like, I hope those refs are enjoying that Laker money. But it's like, how do you handle that? Because people who have called out refs and been very vocal about it, they have gotten like blackballed by the refs in future games. Like,
Draymond
refs
Green.
don't like to be told that they're doing their job wrong, and they do have a lot of power.
Too much fucking power. My first cuss word of the my real first cuss word of the show. Too much fucking power. I fucking hate, and I'm not just cussing for cussing's sake, for the record. I was so pissed watching that game, and I'm glad. I know you're a Warriors fan.
No,
Okay,
but it was so ridiculous.
Jake, the fact that Jake agrees at least makes me feel better because it was like so one-sided. There were no, I couldn't see a free throw in sight for the Warriors. Like I didn't see free throws. It was like, and some of them were just egregious. I think
Everything is getting called, and it's like, especially with certain star players, you see this throughout history where they can get away with certain things.
Draymond Green.
No. But yeah, I mean, Draymond, he does not bite his tongue when it comes to the refs. And like, yes, he is a very eccentric personality on the court, but like tiniest little thing, and the refs are happy to just be like, technical.
I love that you said eccentric personality. That's one way to put it.
I love him. So I
do too. No, I do too. I do too. No, I think the best thing that happened to him. Oh, I love him. I think the best thing that happened to him, we'll get into this, but the best thing I will say is, like, in the King series, what turned it around was him getting suspended. I think that was the absolute. It was the under the table, like, oh, this is gonna screw them or it's gonna lift them, and
he's one of those, like, piss him off and he's gonna come at you. But what do you think? Like, obviously, it's not a perfect situation where if a coach or a player is to speak out, but it's like, there has to be a better way to be able to, like, call out these refs who are blatantly not calling the game unbiasedly.
It's really difficult because, again, I mean, we said it when the NBA playoffs first started. The NHL was so much better to watch because they were actually letting players play and whatnot. And I'm all for it, but you really could see it starting to go downhill when the whole situation with Harden Harden happened, and then the kick with Embiid, and it was like you called it,
Oh my
you
god,
ejected
yeah.
him, and then it was like okay, and then they had another situation, and it was like, what are you guys doing here? You just ejected someone for something that was the stepping on Draymond, that was it.
You
And
mean where his foot was being held?
yes,
Yeah.
where his foot was being held.
Yeah.
And it was like it was clearly being the fact that like even I'm not being like I don't like Draymond Green, but what is he like? What is he supposed to
Where's he
do?
supposed
Because
to
his
step?
if Sabonis's hands were closer to his face and not like giving a hug to his ankle, then
He was
okay, then yeah,
gripping.
exactly. So it's like, but they ejected him for that, and then you had the Embiid situation, which he got a technical, but wasn't ejected, even though that was blatant. And then you had the Harden slap, which was like it's part of the game. He's trying to make a basketball move, and then he gets
You
ejected
don't
for
know,
that, but they don't
jeez.
suspend him. And it's like, what are you guys trying to call here? This is so inconsistent that it's
No,
not making the
exactly.
game
The
fun to watch.
consistency.
But
is-
also for an NBA team to have
There's a
30, they had 36
you can
36 attempts for free throws. And it's like, how, like, I get it if you're playing against like the Detroit Pistons back in the day and they're just hacking the hack. But
But they weren't.
No, exactly. How in today's NBA is a team getting that much? Like I'm getting it if you're calling it consistently both ways. If both teams had 30 plus free throws, okay, terrible officiating because you're nitpicking everything. But at the same time, at least you're being consistent for both sides. But they weren't being consistent for both
Well, there's-
sides.
It's so one-sided.
Well, there's two things about this, and I'll keep it brief. And I'm sorry again about the scratchy service, everyone. I will say that. Well, first off, about the team, like you don't have to be even the Detroit Pistons. You have to be like the Nuggets are going to get a lot of calls because they're big. They have a big, strong guy in the middle that's going to get fouled. Actually, they have two technically because Aaron Gordon is going to get fouled because he's a freaking athletic monster. Joel Embiid is going to get a lot. He plays face up, but he can play. Well, he's the best center in the league. Best player in the league technically at this point. So at least by title. So I mean that. But you're right. For the Lakers, Anthony Davis doesn't draw fouls like that. Strictly, he doesn't do play straight both sides. So many blocks and fouls on the other side of the league. What do you laugh? It's a sarcastic.
You're
laugh,
breaking
Kathy.
up so badly. I can't
it's-
keep a straight face.
Am I really? Oh my god! I'm so sorry. All right, do I sound better right now? Still bad.
For this second,
Still
yeah.
bad.
No.
I'm blaming my headset. I might have to take the headset off at some point. All right, so maybe that's what it is. It's the headset's fault. All right. You know what? Fuck this. All right. I'm going rogue.
It's
I'm
coming
going
off.
rogue. Hold on.
How are you going to sell all those people life insurance now?
Yeah.
No.
It
Joke's
didn't work.
lost.
It
Joke's lost.
You're muted, Eric, by the way. Your mic's muted if you're trying to speak. All right, Stacey, let's keep rolling here. So
Yeah. But yeah, I very much
I
think
mean,
that there should be a platform or just like accountability where it's like at least in the NFL, when something like that happens, like I go back to that Rams Saints game 4 years ago. The
blame pass interference.
Yes, the pass interference that was
Hold up.
so blatantly obvious wasn't called, and even the guy who did it, he was like, "No, I know I did that.
Yeah.
It was given pass interference or let him
Hold up, time
score."
out. Let me make the one point I was going to make, and I hope you all can hear me better now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or it's not scratchy. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm going rogue. All right, so what I'm saying is there's a overcompensation, and I've said this. It's like it's okay. I'm not going to say the other thing I was going to say, but I will say that it's like they're worried now. It's like a double entendre. They're worried that they're going to, now that they've been called out by several people in the league office,
some coach referees are calling more, and there we go. And there we go. Okay. And after that, other than that, there are other refs that just let it go, and it's just I'm sorry, and just let it go. So it's just
This is painful.
This is so bad.
This is very painful.
Some people were working at my place today, and it was like absolutely just. I think they may have gotten into the damn. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Everyone here, everyone out there in the stratosphere. Sorry. All right. So that's my take on it. But let's move in before I blip again, and it's going to happen. Let's end like it just did.
And he blipped.
And
Well, what Eric was trying to say is we are going to get into the NBA matchups. Today we are going to start talking about the first two matchups.
All right.
Is
Thank
Miami.
you. Thank you. Go. You go.
Okay. Is the Miami Heat versus the Knicks, and then we'll get into the Fakers, as Eric likes to call them, and the Warriors. So the first game, I think we all kind of agree, it's a consensus among the three of us, that the Miami Heat Knickerbockers series is pretty much.
Whoa! I know what you meant to say, but still, put Bockers on there, please.
I did. I
know you did. Please, God.
Yeah. Between the Miami Heat and the Knicks is pretty much over. Jimmy Butler is just being playoff Jimmy once again. I mean, absolutely dominating. I think it's no brainer. Even though the game is at home for the Knicks, it's going to be a absolute debacle for them. Unless, Julius Randle decides to actually start hitting consistently shots and just become Steph Curry, which I don't think is possible for him. So, and what about you, Stacey? Do you think the same?
oh yeah, like if Jimmy Butler not only stays healthy but just keeps doing what he's done the entire playoffs, like sorry Knicks, but you would literally have to win 3 straight, and I don't see that happening. I like maybe they get one more, but I even doubt that. I think the Heats are gonna take it tonight.
Yeah, the Heats, the Heats are heating. The Heats and heatsing. No, sorry, I couldn't help it. I heard like the Heats are going to take it up, like the plural Heats. No. Sorry, I couldn't help it. By the way, what do I think? I think that I need to let Jake make the episode next time, so his Wi-Fi is because it's more reliable than my fucking one is. That's what I think about the game. The Heat's over there. I mean, the Heat's on me right now. All right, so sorry, Stace, I couldn't help it. Coffee's for closers, Stace. Okay, so all right. I think that. Well, I don't think I know. It's done. It's a wrap. It's done. I mean, Jimmy Butler is the most impressive player, and that's just like I can wrap it up with this. Jimmy Butler is the most impressive player in the playoffs so far. Like it's not even like I don't care if people say Anthony Davis. There are 3 players better than Anthony Davis in the playoffs right now. Steph Curry is one of them. Mm-hmm. Which is just ridiculous to not say that. I mean, he's been playing defense. James Harden is a second one, and then the third one. Well, actually, that's not true.
Embiid there. You could put Embiid there.
I would say Embiid would be in front of Harden just because of playing through injury. But I'd say Jokic is in there as well. He's playing just he's always playing out of his gourd. And the number 1 is Jimmy Butler. The dude has literally carried a play-in team into this. Like he's going to put him in the conference finals. It's just ridiculous. Some of the shots he made were over people, like literally hand, not just in his face, in front of his gourd, his hands, everything. He was just that dude is a stand-up player, man. That's why. But the Knicks, Julius Randle is just gone. He's just disappeared. He's out. He's like he doesn't know what Stephen A. I hate to agree with Stephen A., but he's right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they trade him this offseason. I'm serious. And that goes for
you're right.
That goes for Jordan Poole as well, but that's a different story.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sad because I wanted it to be a really good series between the Knicks and the Heat, and it just again it was for like maybe 2 games, and then it was just the Knicks just trying to play catch up most of the time, which is very disappointing.
And they don't have Tyler Hero or Oladipo. They don't have either of them.
Yeah,
They're just perimeters, and they're still just kicking their ass. I think Bam Adebayo has stepped up a lot, though. I think that's a huge thing. Oh, and Kyle Lowry. Shout out to Kyle Lowry. He has played out of this world. He plays like Kyle Lowry at age 28 right now. It's incredible. Like in Toronto, Kyle Lowry. Oh my God. All right. Well, while I still can, network wise, Jake, you're taking over the network next time. We're gonna move on because I know this is something that's close to near and dear to me and some lady on this screen's heart here is the Dubs and the Quakers. And I'm the Faker Quakers. Oh, but here's something I want to preface this by. This is cool. I saw this today. Did you hear Draymond Green's podcast? He names he's saying like, we're going to play better tonight. We're going to do that. And he names them off like Clay's going to play better. I know I'm going to play better. Steph, he's just going to be Steph. He's going to keep, and he'll probably still be better. And then he names every single player on the team except for 2 people. Who do you think those 2 people were?
I want to say probably Gary Payton.
No, he named Gary Payton as a good one too. It's the young
Poole?
Jordan Poole.
Oh,
that's one. Who's the
Who
second?
spent $500,000 on a date?
Kuminga. Kuminga was the second one. Kuminga was the second. And that's the most because he's not supposed to. He's supposed to be. Yes. Wait. What'd you say? $500,000. No. And
that's
David,
the thing going around. Jordan Poole spent $500,000 on one date with Ice Spice.
He reminds me. He reminds me of.
Dragged for it.
He reminds me of Swaggy P. That's what he reminds me.
Oh yeah, he does.
He does. It reminds me of
Nick
like,
Young.
What do you mean, Nick Young? That's not. No, I don't care if you played for the Warriors 1 year. Hell with him. He sucks. All right, so fuck that dude. I don't care. Rode the coattails of that team. No, so it. I will say this about that statement. I agree with him. I also, it's been, and I believe again. God, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Stephen A. again. This is ridiculous. But also, JJ Redick said it. So I actually, and even as a Carolina fan, this hurts me. But I've come to like JJ as an analyst. He's saying that he has totally changed after getting paid. If this was his contract year, he would not be doing this. He would not be playing. And he is disassociated from like they were in. They got Draymond got in his face. And I saw this too. Draymond got in his face, not punching him, but like trying to say, something like that. And he had his, like, he was just holding his arm, not like grabbing him. And he snatched it away and went over somewhere else. And Steph went over and got in his face, Jordan Poole, and went back and dapped up Draymond Green, which means, and that no one wants to be around him apparently. So I don't think he's going.
I'll be right back. My dog needs me. Just
that's
mini timeout.
Understandable. I don't, Jake. I don't think he's going to be there next year. I don't. I think they're going to trade him.
Well, it was interesting. I was reading an article that was, or a post on Instagram that was like a possible trade the Warriors could do is like with the Celtics, and it would be Jaylen Brown and Malcolm Brogdon for Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know, especially after Brogdon won 6th Man of the Year. It's very intriguing though, but I could it's something that like if it happened, I'd be like, crap, we lost Jaylen Brown. However, we got 2 really good young players, but it still wouldn't rub me the right way.
Here's two things about that. One, I wouldn't want to get rid of Andrew Wiggins. He's too damn valuable. Unless you're in, but you can't. And here's the other thing: you can't get Jaylen Brown. If he is elected, and sorry, I have allergies. My nose is itching like hell. If he wins, or if he's on any of the All-Pro teams, All-NBA teams, then he's going to get max contract money. Golden State was with the new laws, the CBA. they're not going to be able to pay him that. It's not a
Yeah,
chance.
no.
I mean, he's going to go somewhere like, well, hopefully he goes to the Hornets, but I mean, I doubt it. But we have a lot of cap space. But I don't know, and it could be anything. Or the Trailblazers. Shit, Trailblazers could use him. Holy crap, they would love to have Jaylen Brown. But I don't. Yeah, there's no way that he's going to be part of that trade. But the Malcolm Brogdon to Andrew Wiggins, it is intriguing. But he did just win Sixth Man of the Year, and plus Andrew Wiggins is a really, really vital part of their perimeter defense. Not saying Brogdon's not. Not saying he's not. But Andrew Wiggins would have been in that conversation for Sixth Man if he had actually not had family issues this year. That's my thing. I mean, I love Andrew Wiggins. Plus, his offensive game is better than Brogdon's to me.
Yeah.
Personally, I think so. But I could be biased. I don't know. What do you think, Stace? What?
I'm back.
You're back. What?
What are we talking about? I missed
I
it.
need to reintroduce myself. My name's Hope. All right. Now I think that we were just talking about what to do with Jordan Poole. I said they're going to trade him. I don't think he's going to be there next year.
He's had his moments where he shines, but he's not Steph Curry. And
no, his teammates hate him. His teammates literally, and his coach hates. He's been playing no minutes. You know, he's made no 3-pointers in 3 games. 0. Zip.
yeah, and we have good players on the bench who can play better than that. That we need to play better than that.
0. What was he signed for?
I think. Did you see that? I think was it on First Take yesterday, where one of the hosts basically was like, well, should they were having a full discussion on do the Lakers rest their starters in game 5?
Oh, well, that was on Get Up. I was on Get Up. That's that's what I've kind of based the show around.
Please do.
That's what
I hope that they do rest all of their starters for game 5.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I would love that.
I thought you meant base the show. Please do basics. Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of base the show. Oh, no, you meant rest them. Now that Mike Greenberg said that, and he said it again on Countdown, and I'm like, are you high? I know you're in California, but are you high for real?
Yeah.
You're gonna let them gain momentum? I mean, I want them to. Hey, rest them. Go for it. That's fine with me, dude. No, I mean Anthony Davis.
I mean, they've already been able to steal one game in San Fran. I mean, it should be a no-brainer that you have the possibility to close out a series that you're going to be playing everyone that you can.
Weren't they down? What were they down in the Sacktown series? It was 0-2, right? It was 2. Okay.
Yeah. It was 0-2 because Sacramento won both games.
That's what I'm saying. 0-2, then they won 2, then Sac won the next one, and then Steph went off for a 50-piece the next game. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just curious. Dude, if there's any team, and this is not even being biased, this is just the truth, and everyone knows.
Oh, yeah. If there's any team that can come back,
come back from 3-1, it is the freaking Warriors, man, because 3-pointers rule the damn world right now. It is just, and Steph had a triple-double last game. It's not like Steph's not letting him down. Steph is doing
No, but he can't be the only one.
Yeah, someone else.
Yeah.
Draymond's not playing bad either. I don't even think Draymond's playing bad. I think
but you don't expect major points coming out of Draymond. That's not what his presence on the court is for.
That's not what I'm talking. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Clay made 2 boneheaded shots last game
at the very end, where he missed the one and then did the other.
Well, on both shoulders of the 3, on both corners. It was just
it was you're not on. Why are you shooting? Stop shooting.
One of them was
but also, it was so uncharacteristic. I get Steph has the range, but they were down by 2, and he misses the initial one for mid range.
That's good. That one was good. I was cool with
that.
I'm
not saying, but I'm saying I would have expected Steph to be a little bit smarter with AD on him and try to blow by him and draw the foul and make one of his ridiculous layups. So that way you would have been up by 1 and then put it in the Lakers' hands. When I saw him making his move, I'm like, he's going to blow past him and either find someone else open on the 3. And then he just pulls up and I'm like, I mean, I don't hate the decision because I trust Steph, but at the same time, I'm just like, was that really the best choice? And then the fact that no one was like standing there on the court calling timeout when Steph came down with the ball.
That too.
Like Clay should have been was opposite the ball and should have been absolutely going like this, and then they would have reviewed it and been like, it's Warriors ball with it would have been like 2.7 or 3 seconds left.
That's on Steve Kerr.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
there were some
it's
coaching decisions.
it's on two. It's on two. It's on Steph because that was really, really weird on his part.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did. And it's on Steve Kerr because once he can see Steph coming down with it, he's right there. So he should have said, and they had 2 timeouts. You ain't taking them home with you. So it was weird. I don't know. It was so uncharacteristic of them. I mean, all of it. I mean, the only 2 players that had good games were Steph and Dre. And Dre's doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
He had one mistake, one big mistake, and that was the inbound. No, not the inbound. The dish inside. But even JJ Redick kind of pointed that out and said that's actually more than Andrew Wiggins because he kind of cut off his, to use a football reference, he cut off his route short. If that make it's called so it's I don't know. I still Dre is on it, and Dre needs to be like PJ Tucker, which is ironic. So it's a good segue into something else. But it's but all right, who do you got winning tonight? Who do you got? Well, all right, you're the only one unbiased about this. Who do you got winning tonight? Space.
If I had to, I honestly think that I think we're going to see another 50 or 60 point game from Steph. Okay. I don't think Steph's going to let the Lakers come into there again in a situation where they can clinch and absolutely clinch that game and like make it any sort of competitive. I think the Lakers might be able to make it like a run late, but it's going to be too little, too late. Let me ask it
a different way. Who do you think? And actually, we all can answer this because it's not about being biased. We all know Steph is going to be Steph. That's what it is.
Yeah,
he's a freaking force of nature. Who is going to be the second person assuming they win? Knock on wood. Assuming they win, who is going to be the next person that steps up? All right, not him or Draymond. So again, I think Draymond is just Draymond. He's like the steady guy. Who's the next person that's going to be like the guy tonight?
For me, honestly, I know you guys won't agree with it for the first person, but I think Jordan Poole has a Jordan moment and just says, I took that shit personal and just decides to turn it on. No. Otherwise, I mean, that's highly unlikely. But I think the other one would be Kevin Looney. I think he has another 20-plus rebound night, which, again, it will show up and it will be like, oh, they're not making their shots, but they're getting second chance opportunities. I know last game he was battling an illness, so I think that's why his impact wasn't as great. And I haven't heard any news about it affecting him more to the point of like, oh, he's questionable to play. Like,
weird. Which was so weird. The first game where he was reported with it, he had 20 rebounds.
Yeah,
it was weird, but yeah, that's a good pick though. I like it. Stace is like, wait, work? Oh, to hell with work.
I just keep getting all these like Bleacher Report and ESPN updates on random stuff.
No, man, no. All right, yeah, dude. All right, let's get your who's your, I guess in this case it's third person up to that, because I know again I have no doubts on Steph or Dre. They're gonna do their thing. So who's going to be the next who's going to be the person tonight that's going to make the big difference? Not like who can make the big, like who will make the biggest difference tonight?
So I definitely agree with Space about Kevon Looney needing like the defensive aspect, but points, like we do need points. And I'm hoping Clay just has one of his on games and we can see the Splash Brothers and it'll be amazing. But if not, maybe Wiggins can step up because he can score some points. Like last finals, he was a key piece to the Warriors winning. So if he can just.
So which one are you picking? You had 3 of them right there. Which one are you picking? He said
all of them.
You said no. You got to pick one. Come on.
No, I pick all of them.
Oh, for God's
okay, Clay. I just really need Clay.
It's not like who should go off. It's like who's gonna go off. Who's going to? Assuming they knock on wood, who's gonna hit it? Who's gonna knock the
Besides the obvious ones, I
Well,
will.
the two obvious ones, Steph and Dre, because they're gonna
Like,
do
I
it.
really hope Clay, but I feel like Wiggins. I'll choose Wiggins.
That is so weird you said that. For the two people that cheer the Warriors, I have been so stuck when I asked this question on Wiggins or Clay, because Clay has just not been on it, but Wiggins steps the fuck up, and he plays both sides of the ball so well.
Mm-hmm.
He played it well. If I had to pick for tonight's game, who I think's gonna like, I wouldn't be surprised if Clay did it. Sorry. All right. If I wouldn't be surprised if Clay did it, because I never would be. I don't think anyone would be. I'm gonna go with Andrew Wiggins, man. I think Drew Wiggins is gonna. I think he's gonna he's gonna have 22 points tonight. Oh, ironically, I didn't even think about his number being 22, but I think he's gonna have 22, and he's gonna have like 4 steals and like 3 blocks or something like that, and 8 rebounds. I don't know. I'm making them numbers, but it's like that's the range. I'm like, he's gonna.
I mean, Wiggins, we could potentially see a type of stat line that's like reminiscent of the 25, 5, 5, and 5. So 20 plus points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, it's going to be. You guys are, I think, hitting the nail for all around. It could potentially be one of those types of games.
I think Looney is going to be a rebound, assuming he's all up in that ass. As they say, I think Looney is going to be a rebound. He needs to be a rebound machine, and he needs to be. I don't know what Steve Kerr is going to do tonight when it comes to Anthony Davis, but history tells us he broke that streak last night, 2 nights ago with Anthony Davis, and they're going back to Chase Center. Man, they're going to get all up in that ass, is what history has told us. And I'm totally about. I think Looney should be on Davis. I really do. I know the Draymond thing worked, the small ball thing. I don't think that's sustainable. Oh, okay, not with Davis. And Looney's not as fast, but I think you do like a shadow, like you do. Looney covers him in the base, but up top you have kind of like a cover, if that makes sense, with Draymond or something like that, because Draymond can close out on any kind of rotation fast. Right. Like he's just quick. Looney is quick, but I mean, and AD, I mean, he's been playing his ass off, but I don't know. I think Andrew Wiggins is going to be the guy. I think he's going to be that dude. He's that dude tonight. He's going to have like 20 something points, 5 and 5, whatever, probably 8 or something, over under or something like that. But I think we're all on the same page. I love it. All right. Stace, how much longer we got you?
No, I'm fine. You mean Stace?
Oh, Stace. Sorry, I should have. Stace.
I'd say about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. You're in longer than I thought we were going to. Okay, that's perfect. We're making good pace today. We're making good pace with Space and Stace. Okay, so.
That was good.
Thank you.
So cheesy.
That's me. So cheesy. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just too awesome. That's what it is. Okay. So, all right. Let's do the damn thing. All right. We're gonna move on to what's number 2. Oh, we already said all right, Miami, that, yeah. Okay, 3. Celtics. Oh, actually, I'm gonna let you do this one.
This one was tough to watch for game 5. Again, it was just, when they're not hitting their shots early on, that it's going to be a long day because they're going to get stuck chasing the 3. It's like, it's been a curse for them for the last 4 or 5 years. But I mean, I think they still competed. I mean, the last 2 games, especially not last one, but the one before, they came storming back to force overtime, and I really thought they'd have a chance to win when the Sixers tied the series in Boston. But it was heartbreaking to watch that they were just chasing it, and especially missing the wide open ones. That's what hurts the most. But they kept fighting, so I think it's a good sign. I mean, you're going into Philadelphia, but if anyone can win 2 games on the road and win the series in 7, it's the Celtics. They did it last year against the defending champs. I don't think the Sixers are going to be able to close them out, even with Embiid and I think Harden has another off game, and is able to do it. But again, I think another key factor is the refereeing. So
Let me ask before we go into that rabbit hole, let me ask you a question, because I know Stace is like about to just about to jump into that one. All right. Before we get into that, let me ask you a question about Boston. Okay.
Mhm.
Actually, it's a twofold question. And because this opens it up a lot more. We know that Boston has top shelf talent. They have top shelf talent. They have probably top 3 duos at guard, if not number 1. So, what do you feel? This is a twofold question. First off, what do you attribute to the mental breakdowns at game 1 and game 4? Was it the one with the overtime, like Marcus Smart?
It was game 4.
Okay, so that's my first part, part A. And part B, let me ask about this. Where do you see Jaylen Brown feeling about all this? Like, there's been rumors about him not wanting to be there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a thing? All right, that's my part A and B.
So I think the mental breakdown comes from the fact that there's some sort of breakdown in communication on the floor. I mean, it's clear, like, when they're either not getting back in time or they're just kind of standing still on offense, they just get their feet kind of stuck in cement. They definitely need to start playing with more urgency and more purpose. I mean, in the 3 games they've lost so far, it's been all games they're not either moving around all the time or they're like they're not actively trying to make a move or anticipate something. And when they do make those reads and they do move, they win the game. But when it comes to Jaylen Brown, it's really disappointing to see, because I think actual fans, and I'm not talking about people who've just become fans over the last couple of years, but actual fans really understand where Jaylen's coming from and appreciate everything that he's been doing and contributing to. But a majority of the fans don't, which is very disappointing to see. And it's really, I think as a player who is playing in a passionate sports city like Boston, it's really difficult to see yourself there for the long term when you have fans that, if you're not doing well, are kind of shitting on you and saying, well, you're not doing enough, you just stink, to the point where you're doing well, they're like, oh, this is what we expect from you. It's not like he doesn't get enough praise when he actually does well. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, like, Tatum just absolutely taking another egg in the playoffs once again.
No kidding.
It's just he had 2 points in the first half in game 4. And then he started heating up, but he was still 0 of 7 from the field to start game 5. If you're gonna be,
you're good. You're good. No,
if you're gonna be a star player on a team like Boston, it's like you have to. He takes ownership for it, but then it's like he doesn't stick up. Like, he stuck up for Jaylen, but he doesn't do it enough. Where it's like, Jaylen saved my ass basically that game. I need to do better.
Well, hold up. And I think you're 100% on it, but I want to get if it's cool, I want to get Stace in here. What do you think? Same question, 2-part question, same thing. You want me to rephrase it?
Yeah, let's rephrase.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sorry. It was a little fumbled. Kind of like 49ers football. Okay, so couldn't help it. It's kind of like Oregon football. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, I know. That was really,
dude, that's a 2.
Now it's personal.
That was
personal.
You know what? How about this? I make fun of myself, just like Carolina Panther football. There we go. All right. I'm making fun.
That was a little bit better. Not great, but better.
Tar Heel football. There we go. Now I've gotten 2 for 2 here. Okay, we're even. All right. So, sorry, I apologize. So the question was two-part, and I'll just condense it to make it easier. Because I know I fumbled it. It was like, I said,
how much of the late game gaffes that they're making, like these mistakes and stuff like that, like the game 1 and the game 4, right? Right, Jake? 4?
Yeah.
All right.
4 and 5.
Game 4. So, and then also, like, who is that? Like, what do you attribute that to? And then the second part B of that was Jaylen Brown, with the rumors that he is not probably happy, and he's probably going to get a super max contract. What do you think he's going to do moving forward with the team? Assuming they lose.
No, I think that if he gets the changes that he wants to be made, and not even like the changes, just like more recognition for the part that he holds in the team, where it's like, yeah, you have Jason Tatum, who is obviously like the standout star of the team.
Yeah.
And when he does well, everybody's like, oh my gosh, he went off, blah, blah, blah. And like Jake was saying, where it's like, when Brown's that, it's just like, well, that's what you're supposed to do. And just getting the recognition where it's like, if Jason Tatum isn't holding his own and Brown goes up and he's the one holding the team and keeping the team in the game, like, where's his love and where's the crowd going wild for him? So I think if that could be addressed, like, the Celtics are a really good team. Like, unless there are issues with front of house that we're not super aware of, I think that he would want to stay on a winning team. Like, you don't want to find it into like a Ben Simmons thing where it's just like complaining. No, I don't want to play for you. And then your career kind of goes downhill, because he is a really good player. And I think he deserves to be on a winning team.
I respectfully disagree. I will push back. I was like, what was that look like? What? Sorry, you can't see my eyes. There you go. All right. I respectfully disagree on this. He has not been happy he was really pissed about the Kevin Durant trade talk and being put on there. And I would argue as well, he's becoming just as good as Jason Tatum on that team. And you know what else has happened in this series? And Jake, I know you know this. He has taken less and less shots. And that's not his fault necessarily. And he is their best defender on ball against James Harden. And other than that one mistake he made, which was a huge, and he owned it later, it was a huge mistake last game.
Which mistake?
The last game, like where he closed out, he doubled on Embiid, and Embiid kicked it out.
Oh, for the Harden 3, yeah.
Yeah. So, and he owned that, but that's a rare thing for he is their best on-ball defender next to Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think. So it's like, he's just not getting enough touches. It's ridiculous. I don't think they respect him the way they should. They may think they do, but they're not showing it. That's the problem. So I don't know. I mean, I think he's gonna, if he gets the Supermax option, with respect, Jake, I don't think, and with respect, Stace, I don't think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna go somewhere like OKC or Houston or Portland. Portland needs his ass. Portland
could use him really well. Dame would really love that.
And they have the cap room more than anyone, basically. The only person they're paying a lot of money to is fucking Damian Lillard. It's Dame. It's Dame time. So, I mean, I love Jaylen Brown, but I think they need to treat him better, man. They need to show.
Oh, they do. That's without a doubt.
I know, and the other thing, he's not getting the touches. You know what he had? What was his touches last game? 4 shot attempts in the fourth quarter. That's it. Mm-hmm. Something like that. It was like, why is he shooting so little? And they're going. And Joe Mazzulla is just as much to blame about all this. The coach Joe Mazzulla, is just as much to blame. He not taking timeouts, being all discombobulated. Why is Marcus Smart the guy you are going to ride with both times, fourth quarter and overtime, on the last shot? What are you doing? Why is Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown not your first stop? Or Al Horford? Why not Al Horford?
Yeah,
he's clutch. That's my. I'll let y'all take it. There you go. Sorry, I ranted.
No, you're good. I mean, I can definitely see where you're coming from. With that, I mean, it's going to be I think focusing more on the game, it's going to be difficult. And kind of to answer what you phrased earlier for the Lakers series and for the Warriors perspective, it's like you need someone else to like step up. And I mean, you saw the first 2 games they won, it was Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon. So both of those being, I mean, besides like the big 3 or the big 4 for them.
There's
like,
another one. Derek White disappeared, just gone. Nothing. Sorry, I'll let you go back to it. He's just gone.
It's those. I mean, Malcolm Brogdon's still hitting big shots, but Derek White needs to come back and be able to make some form of an impact and hit his shots. I mean, it's no excuse for Jalen and Jason to miss their open looks, especially Horford. I think Horford missed like 3 open threes last game, and it was really disappointing to see.
Yeah.
But I think that you're going to see a different animal out of them for Game 6. And I mean, this is the same situation they were in last year against the defending champs in the Bucks. So, and they had to go into Milwaukee, win 1, and then go back and win Game 7.
That's true.
And I know Harden and Embiid are a different animal, but I mean, at the time, Giannis was the best player in the world, and they absolutely clamped. And so, like, Drew Holiday was playing lights out. So it's going to be tough, but I think they can do it.
Giannis is still the best player in the world, at least to me. I don't know. But all right. Stace.
I don't know. Not after he cut his hair. Now he just looks like rookie Giannis again.
Except for like 50 times bigger. All right. So, last comments on this one, Stace, because I know you got to roll with it. Give us your rant. Come on now.
Well, I feel like last time we talked, we had predicted it was going to go to Game 7. I was picking the Celtics in Game 7, which I still think is possible, but it's going to be really tough. They're going to have to play every second, every play. They have to finish their plays, finish the game. They can't let up for a second because Joel Embiid and James Harden and the Sixers, they will take advantage of that if they go soft at all in any moment.
Yep.
So I think they can do it, but they are going to have to grind for it.
So who wins it? And what count?
Celtics.
Hey, by the way, who was the one who called Sixers in 7? Even though I hated to do it to Jake. Who called that? Who did that?
Was that was you, Eric?
This fucking guy right here.
You also said, wait, Eric, you also said that it was going to be Warriors versus Bucks in the finals.
I know.
Warriors on brink of elimination and the Bucks.
You're right. You're 100% right. You're right.
I have to shout out Peyton Pritchard because go Peyton.
Yeah.
No,
he's one player I don't think is going to be coming.
All right.
I mean, I don't disagree with him that the fact he wanted to be traded at the deadline because they're just not using him anymore, which is very disappointing.
No, I know. It seemed like he was fitting in really well, but like he's an Oregon guy.
He deserves a shot to go somewhere and actually be like a huge contributor.
No, yeah, and he's like actually a really good person. So I always want the best for him.
Shout out to the Oregon Ducks uniforms and courts, and I love it. I don't know. Other than that, there you go. I'm not saying shout out to go Ducks. Quack. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and since you are gonna have to go, we're gonna get into this anyway, Jake. All right, real quick, Stace, who are you calling? Yo. Yo, what up? All right. Who you got? Suns and Nuggets. Who you got? Count. Do you think Nugs are taking it?
Nuggies, yeah.
What?
I'd say Nuggies for sure.
Nuggies, yeah? Is that what you just said?
What?
I think you just
Nuggies.
Oh, Nuggies. I was like, you said like,
the Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets.
I thought you were saying like Nagicia. I was like, that
Nagicia.
Spanish? That's That is it. Nagicia. There you go. All right, Nuggets. Are they taking it next game in Phoenix?
I don't think so.
No, I think 6.
Hey, you're not supposed to say it, Space, but we're saving that for suspense.
Or not 6. I think it's 7.
You think it's 7 back in Denver? All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You think the power of chronic will compel them? Gotcha. All right. So, what? They're going back to Denver. Fine. It's not like it's controversial.
Okay, and nowadays you could basically just pick like most states and
The power of chronic
Oregon,
compels
California,
you.
Colorado.
The power
Oh,
of chronic
God.
compels you. Yeah, you're right. New
Jeez.
York, even hell, fire. I mean, y'all are both in. Wow, actually, I'm the only one that's not in the legal state. Actually, right now, I just realized. Lucky bastards. All right, so I don't smoke, but I'm saying it still would be good for our economy. All right, so you can go, Stace. You're excused. It's all right.
Are
No,
you
no, you
sure?
don't have to. If you want to stay, you can. I just didn't think that you.
You
I thought
have-
Yeah, you're getting close to that time.
You have 3 minutes.
Oh, snap. All right, let me give you a this or that, and then real quick, because we're going to do that. Let me
Okay.
give you a this or that. You can get with this, so you can get with it. All right. We've already done a lot of sports. Let's do some off-topic sports. Are you ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, I might put a sports one in there real quick. Nope, Space, don't you answer. That's
I'm not answering. I just said
all right. I'm just saying. Don't you do it. All right. All right. So
here. I'll just I'm not even here.
all right. Ice cream or cake?
Well, what kind of ice cream? What kind of cake? That's not fair.
Oh, for dear God.
You have to choose between either your favorite ice cream or your
there you
favorite cake.
Thank you.
Oh, my favorite cake. Chocolate angel food cake.
Oh, wait, what?
I make a
That
mean
actually
chocolate angel food cake.
That sounds so good. My mom
is.
loves to bake and makes a great angel food cake. I'm gonna have to talk to her about making a chocolate angel food cake.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
All right. Well, that probably answers my next question. Salty or sweet?
Salty and sweet combined.
Ooh, that's that's not a choice.
I can do that. It's not a choice. This isn't.
It's
this
my
isn't-
choice.
This isn't onside split. This is onside take. You got to take one.
Sweet.
Come on.
Sweet.
Sweet. All right. Okay.
All right. I'm
All
off
right.
to work.
One more. I got you.
Okay. Go.
College football or NFL?
NFL.
There you go. You're excused.
Okay.
You're excused. Shoot.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
later.
Stacey.
Let me take her out of the guest room, whatever the hell you want to. What do you call it? The waiting room,
Yes,
studio, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the hell
There
it's
we go.
called. All right.
All
No,
right.
I'm loving how now it's just it's the OGs. It's
It
the OGs
is.
here. What's up with the glass? Are those blue light glasses or are they just like your specs?
No, they're my regular. I usually wear contacts, but it's been a lazy day today. My parents were supposed to leave, but my mom got sick, so they pushed it to Friday. I was resting today.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, damn. What is it with y'all two? Y'all don't give it to me through the airwaves. I mean,
No, it was she ate something that wasn't.
I got you. I hope she's doing better or will.
Thank you. She is starting to do a little bit better. So let's get back to talking about the Nugget Suns.
That's it.
I personally, it's really surprising that you didn't name this player that was playing better. But we have no one's been talking about it, and it's the performance of Devin Booker. Booker's had like 4 straight games, or like every game they played, he's been over 25.
Why is that surprising? No, he is playing better, but he already had he was already playing.
No, I know, but no one's talking. I feel like I see no news about
people
it.
People are calling what is it? What does Stephen A call him? The new Mamba. Like he's calling like the new Kobe. I'm like, oh dear God, you did not just do that. You did not just do that. That's insulting to Kobe's memory, and you should go fuck yourself about that. No, and I'm sorry.
No, I guess I'm just not looking at the proper media stations. I mean, being in California, I
don't have a life. That's it. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I do. I work from home, so I get a chance to watch. I pretty much nerd out on sports most of the day, and then I watch Friends. So, but it's like, yeah, they talk about. Just saying, that's what I do. So it's just. It's absurd. No, he is absurd in a good way. He can't play defense worth a turd. That's my thing. Kobe could play defense. Kobe was all defense, like same as Jordan was. Like he was all defense one year. Booker is a blank sheet. like on a clothesline. Like people fly right through.
Right.
Him.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
KD is the best offensive player I've arguably ever seen.
Right.
If
Yeah.
not-
I mean, yeah, he's so good. I think I'm with Stacy. I think the game goes to 7, but I think Denver just wins it in 7. I just don't think again it's their depth. They gave away all their depth, and they outside of maybe a 6-man, there's no.
We've been saying this on this show. We've been saying this since the trade. We have been saying, I'm like, I'm not going to just say me. We've been saying this, like, they got rid of
their depth. If they win, I have to say, I will eat my own words. If they end up somehow winning 6 and then winning in Denver and then go on to and then either beat the Lakers or beat the Warriors, depending on who wins tonight and who wins that series.
Holy shit.
Keep going. If the Suns go on to the finals and go beat Denver, beat either the Lakers or Warriors, and then make the finals actually competitive, I will eat my words and say we were both wrong in saying their depth was an issue.
If that happens, I will grow mutton chops. That's true.
All right, you heard it here first.
That's shake on that. I am going to grow. I will grow mutton chops. I am that confident.
I am too. But
no, but the Warriors is
so difficult.
The Warriors versus the Suns would be a freaking marathon. Holy balls! Yeah. It'd be like no defense and all shooting. It'd be like 189 to 107.
Yeah. It would be exactly like the Kings series.
Pretty much
an absolute sprint to the finish. But Eric, what about you? What are your thoughts on the Suns?
Actually, mine are simple. I think I made it apparently clear. Then there's no depth. It's just ridiculous. Like they gave away their best defender. They gave away another really good defender.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this game. I think they're going. I think Nugs are closing it out in Phoenix. I think so. But that's just
bold. But I get it.
It's not really. I mean, it's not that bold. I mean, it's just they're playing better. They have Murray. If Murray plays the way he does, and I've been waiting to use this nickname I gave him personally, Nicola Boltra. I'm so proud of that one. If ESPN takes that, I'm suing him. I swear to God. All right, Nicola Boltra. No, it's they have no answer for him. All right, and this actually leads me into this. This is a point I'm going to put to you. There was JJ Redick went off today. Not JJ Redick. Jay Williams. They're both Dukies. What are you gonna do? Jay Williams went off on DeAndre Ayton. And how he is just so passive. Like, even in the huddle, he just went and, like, they were getting on him. He just walked to the end of the bench and just sat with his head down. It's like, he just doesn't – and even after he gets a foul, he's just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is up with this dude, man? Like, I'm thinking they're going to trade him. Like, two people are trading this offseason, even though they just signed him to both contracts. Jordan Poole and DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Now the trade stock ain't going to be great, but they just might want to get it off their books. That's their big thing.
That is true.
What do you think about DeAndre Ayton? Has just been non-existent. I don't think he hasn't had one game over 10 rebounds all series.
Yeah. I mean, it would be saying something if he was scoring like 30 plus points and not getting any rebounds. But your whole point as a big man is to get rebounds,
especially as him. He's not a scorer.
No, yeah,
he was signed as a blocker. And also, here's the other thing I should put out there as well is that he his point differential has never gotten above to the positives.
Yeah,
never, not once for all 4 games. Bro. And he had 0. I think he had 4 touches in the second half or something like that. They're not passing to him.
No.
It's wild.
Wait, you want to talk about point differential? We should have brought this up. The Lakers this year are like plus 60 in the free throw differential, which is so goes to show how lopsided the NBA referees seem to be towards the Lakers.
Oh Jesus!
If it ends up being Miami versus the Lakers again, and the Lakers win, I will forever. I don't think I'll watch the NBA for at least another year,
Truth be
because
told,
it will be. There's no way that's like if it comes down before then, I will take that back. But
That's
if it stays that high and they win again, it's rigged. I think the NBA is rigged.
no. If the NBA, if the Lakers go to the finals, I might agree with you. I don't even care if the Heat go. I'm cool if the Heat go. It's fine with me. Jimmy Butler's been kicking ass. I'm cool with that.
No, yeah, it was mainly. I mentioned if it was a rematch. It was mainly like the point of it was that if the Lakers go and win, it's
you know me. I don't count the bubble. I don't count it. It's the same reason I don't count the Buccaneers win and on the
Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't count that. I mean, there's like no one in the stands. I mean, it's the same. The bubble, same thing. It's like you're playing in an AAU tournament with no fans. All right, well, but you know what? Argue with me. That's fine. I'll say it and duck. How about that? Everyone that wants to, like, Jesus. All right, no, it's just, but that's not the point.
Right.
Point is, Lakers, they have no business being. If the Nuggets played them, the Nuggets would dog it. They would dog it out. Like, they have the better bench, and Reeves is not going to keep this up. Austin Reeves is not going to keep this up. He's just.
But Lonnie Walker might.
Lonnie Walker, I will give so much props to Lonnie Walker.
Yeah.
Good for him last game. Even though I love the Warriors, good for Lonnie Walker. I mean, that dude may never play that good again in his life. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was. But we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry.
So did you want me to answer the same this or that for Stacy?
No, before we start. So wait, we already answered the Nugs and stuff. No, I was going to ask you different ones. I just did that just because
Okay.
I made those literally off the top of my desk.
Okay, what are mine then? What do I got?
Ready? What we got? Three?
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, actually, I don't want to do that one. That first one's like Sophie's choice. I wouldn't even want you to answer that because it's messed up. Okay.
No, just give it to me.
No. I got you. Lacrosse or baseball?
Baseball.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I was gonna say hockey or baseball, but which? All right, which?
Ooh, that one would have been tougher.
All right, let's do that one. Scratch. I had a feeling the first one.
Right now, even though the Bruins lost, I'd still stay hockey just because I think it's more entertaining to watch. Baseball is getting there though. It's closer than if you asked me at the beginning of this year. Because of what baseball is doing and the performances that we're seeing out of players and the fact that games times are now cut, it's more now this is in person. I'm assuming this is in person that you're talking about.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
No, either one.
Okay. For me, hockey watching at home is great. However, watching baseball at home, not so much unless it's the playoffs. But going to a baseball game, I think, is more entertaining than going to a hockey game in person. But I'm also biased because I've been to more baseball games recently in person than hockey games. So what's the next one?
You also know what the difference is? That you get to go to Fenway Park and other people don't. If you had to go to I don't know, Colorado Rockies or what's another?
Dude, the Rocky Stadium's is really nice.
Yeah, I know. That's not a good example. Shit, that's not a good example. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. It's like
Los
going
Angeles
to
the Angels. You go to the Angels game or something.
I've been to an Angels game. I don't mind the stadium, but it's not the.
No one likes the Angels. They like the Dodgers. That's what it is. The Angels are like the Mets of California when it comes to that.
That's really good. Yeah, that's actually. But at least the Mets went to a World Series.
That's true. It's true. That's
what's the next one, Eric?
Next one is I gotta say. Oh, okay. All right. Favorite game day snack or game day concession snack. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Before you, this is an either or. It's not that. All right.
No, I know. I'm trying to think of what
you're not a vegetarian though, right?
No, I'm not.
I had a feeling. Okay, just making sure. All right. Hot dog or nachos?
Hot dog.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. I've had some nachos, and I'm not a fan. I'm just not. I'd rather do chips and guac versus nachos. It's just not my thing. I don't mind it. I don't like. It's not like a whole conversation of like pineapple on pizza type where I'm just don't like people who like pineapple on pizza.
I don't like people that they're just terrorists. All right. So
whoa, Eric. There's just we don't like that.
Fine,
You can't say that.
Fine, they're communists. They're just weird. All right.
Okay,
So
it's not great, but I guess it's better than
they're just all right, fine.
Yeah.
They're just someone you got to keep an eye on like that.
Yeah.
The NSA needs to keep an eye on someone that likes pineapple on freaking pizza. Oh my god. You'll never convince me unless if you're gonna do pineapple on pizza, at least do barbecue sauce as the layer underneath. Don't do it with marinara. That's just weird. It's just and cheese and pineapple. Just no. What's wrong with you?
What's the last one, Eric?
No, hold up. Let me amend one of the things. All right, since you're so quick on hot dog or a soft pretzel at a game.
That one's closer. Ooh.
And if so,
for me, anything outside of baseball, I'm going pretzel. However, if it's baseball, if I'm going to a baseball game, it's got to be hot dogs.
Yeah, that's right. If you're all right, what do you put on the hot dog? What's on the hot dog?
Ooh, for me, I have to do some. I kind of just I like it straight up. I don't like ketchup. I don't like.
Wait, you just eat it plain?
Yeah, that's how I am.
Okay, never mind. Now you're a communist. Oh my god, that's weird. What the hell? You just eat a plain hot dog?
Yeah.
That's like eating a plain hamburger with no cheese or anything. That's like okay.
Okay, I do for a hamburger. I usually have lettuce, onion, and bacon. No, I'm just saying. You brought it up. I'm like,
I just like you eat a plain hot dog at a game. You don't put mustard or ketchup or nothing on there. No chili.
So.
All right. Assume you are going to put something on there. Okay. Assume you're going to put something. Like
99% of the time, I'm not putting anything on there. Just straight.
Oh God. I'm judging you so much right now. Okay.
Go ahead, judge me. Judge away.
Well, I mean, I love you, but I'm judging you so much right now.
Just do it.
Hot sauce, don't do ranch, don't do cheese. No. You don't like a chili cheese dog?
No.
Yeah, see? No. See? Background is judging you.
No, right. He's just coughing.
All right, so what's on a burger then? At least we gotta make it.
Ooh, so for a burger, I'll usually go lettuce, either raw or caramelized onion, depending what's offered, and then bacon. No cheese. I don't. Well, because no, I usually won't do cheese. Sometimes I do cheese, but not all the time.
We would not be eating the same food. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I don't doubt that.
My hot dog is. I have a weird kind of thing. A chili cheese dog is great, but I love a hot sauce ranch and cheese hot dog.
Ooh.
What do you mean, ooh?
No, I said ooh. Like that does sound kind of. I might have to try that if you come.
That's my favorite. I used to do chili cheese dogs, but if I'm already eating a hot dog, I don't really need the chili. Depending on who makes it. If it's like sloppy, like Sonic Burgers chili, then no, I'm not eating that. Yeah. But if it's like homemade chili, we can have a conversation. All
right, Eric. What's
all right? Last one. Sorry, I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten today. That's just my thing. Okay, last one. All right. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. This is a sports related one, but I'm very curious.
Okay.
Red Sox or Bruins? Not what they are right now, but in general. It's like Sophie's choice over here, like I said earlier.
That is tough. Ooh.
I know, right? I know what I would. Well,
so you're just talking about overall.
Who are you more of a fan of? Ooh,
this one's tough.
I
because if you asked me like 5 years ago, it would have definitely been. I still think it. I'm gonna have to go Bruins.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Red Sox.
I know. No. It's just I still support the Red Sox. They have to do a lot to get back in my good graces after they traded Mookie Betts for basically nothing.
And the Bruins don't have to get back in your good favor.
Right? Well, they do, but like I know the Bruins are going to be fine next year. I mean, Bergeron's probably not going to come back, but we're in good hands. What?
How do you know? Hockey changes every single freaking year.
Because Pastrnak and Marchand are still going to be good, and Jake DeBrusk actually stepped up in the playoffs. He's turning into a good center.
hockey is the most changing and fluid sport in the world. They fire coaches in any time of the world.
Yeah.
And they also can be.
I like watching hockey more. I like the physicality of.
No,
hockey.
I love watching hockey more. I'm just saying, like, I would say you're a bad Bostonian, but it's not true because actually Bostonians love hockey and they love.
Yeah.
But
I love the Red Sox. It's a tough choice, but right now, despite everything, I would choose to like. You just said Red Sox or Bruins. You didn't say whether it was watching. Like if it's, I took it as you meant who I would rather watch. As
I mean,
overall,
who would you cheer for first? Like you put your like fandom on the line. Like you're like, I'm gonna ride with this team, and that's my that's my.
It has to be the Red Sox.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, you didn't specify that. You
I
just
did,
said
correct.
and it left me. But yeah, if I had to put my Boston fandom on the line, it would have to be the Red Sox.
I was about to say, all right, that's my fault.
I think they'll forever be the first team ever to come back from 3-0 down to win. And they broke the curse that same year. They did it. They did it again in 2013. They didn't win. They came and won the World Series when they were projected to be last.
Yeah,
they're starting to turn up. Their offense this year is really good. It's just their pitching isn't on par yet. But Kenley Jansen is pitching absolutely lights out for what they paid him. He is saving their ass late game.
I will say this: they're a late season bloomer usually, and that's gonna be a thing. And I'll say this about the Red Sox, because everyone else, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm so. I'm like, well, I hate baseball.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't like baseball. I don't like watching baseball unless I'm in the stadium. But that's because they have a bar. I can go chill.
Eric, I have to say this. You said you're going out to Boston soon, right? I think we had that.
No, I just said I would want to. I know. I said you made me promise I'd go out to Malibu first.
Yes. Wow. No, I know that, but I thought you mentioned something. If you ever do go to Boston and don't want to you want to kind of go to a game, but you don't want to pay to go in, they have the Green Monster bar. That's not the name of it, but they have a bar in the Green Monster that you can actually go and watch.
Oh, no, I know what you mean. Okay, no, I've actually heard about this from other Bostonians that have talked to me. I mean, I'm not. Don't worry, you will be the first to know if I go there because trust me, the first thing I want to do in Boston. Well, the first big thing is go to a Sox game. Boston. Yeah, you got
Fenway. I mean, we were talking about this in the general chat, but it was all the stadiums, and I've been to quite a few, and they're all have their own things, but there's something about Fenway that's just different.
Oh, it's legendary. It's like going to Yankee Stadium, but it's not the same Yankee Stadium. Fenway is Fenway. It's still Fenway. Yeah. It's Fenway. Fenway is still Fenway. Yeah. Either way. Plus, I just hate the Yankees, and I love Boston. I love the Boston Red Sox for what I can, because again, I don't like watching baseball on TV. It's just not my thing.
I have to say, I don't like watching baseball unless it's the All-Star game, All-Star weekend, or the playoffs. That's the only time I'll follow it. But I'm not gonna sit down at home and be like, the Red Sox are on. I'm gonna watch this game unless it's the pennant race, playoffs, or anything like that. I'm not.
I would watch hockey if there was nothing on TV.
Yeah, a regular season game. You can watch anything. Yeah,
I'd watch lacrosse, hockey. But I even watch golf. I'd even watch golf just because I appreciate golf. Plus, I enjoy taking a nap to golf sometimes. But baseball, I just can't. Although the pitch clock helps.
It's getting better. It definitely, they're in the right direction on getting people better to watch it.
But either way, go Red Sox. Go Sox. I'm actually, if I am going to watch baseball, Sox, Boston, you're my team. You're my team. Yeah. All right, here's your turn. What you got for me?
Ooh, okay.
Weirdo with your plain hot dogs and Jesus Christ.
So, would you rather watch, or would you rather go to a UNC basketball game?
Oh God, I don't like theirs is going.
Or a Charlotte's Hornets basketball game?
Oh damn! I knew I was gonna hate that. All right, wait. You said going, right?
Yes, going atmosphere wise. Which would you rather go to?
Tar Heels, flat out. Tar Heels. It's a way better environment.
Yeah.
People in Charlotte are douchey when it comes to their fandom. I can't stand it. I love my team so much, and I hate people, even though I know I hate people that don't care as much as I do, even though I shouldn't be like that. But Tar Heels, that's not true. There are poshy old white guys in their family that come there with sweaters on. I can't stand people with go to games with freaking sweaters on. Like, and they don't stand up. Like, oh, can you sit down? No, fuck you. You stand up, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
All
Sorry.
right. My next one. This, if you had to put your sports fandom on the line,
oh Jesus,
are you going Carolina Panthers or UNC Tar Heels?
Oh Jesus. This is Tar Heels in all sports.
Yeah, but I think we can safely say it's mainly around like
basketball.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Damn it. You know what? I deserve this after the question I gave you. This is fair. Oh, it's not fair, but it's fair because my family would be so pissed at me, but because I grew up a Tar Heel fan, I'd go Panthers because it's just it's my team. I've just grew one. I didn't realize. I forgot I had that right behind me. And secondly, they're my team. I ride with them, man. I gotta go with Panthers.
That's fair enough.
It hurts. It hurts to say it, but
now this one is going to be a little bit easier.
This sports or this food? What's up?
Food. This is food. This
good,
last
good.
one.
Okay, don't make me do that again. No. I hurt from it.
So pregame thing. Ooh. Are you going beer and a hamburger and fries, or beer and a hot dog and fries?
Hot dog. I don't have to think about it. I'm more of a
hot dog.
I'm more of a hot dog person than a burger person. Everyone thinks I'm weird. Everyone thinks I'm weird. Yeah, but I don't do mine plain. Okay.
No, I know.
Plain. All right. So burger is great, and burger is great. But here's my thing, and I'll say this about our answers. Not taking away the plain dog thing, which I'm still just weirded about. Taking that away from it, I will say that at a football game, especially because Carolina Panthers Stadium and Charlotte Hornets Stadium, that's not their names, but that's what I'm going to call them for now, is they were rated in the bottom, like either very last or third or second to last in terms of quality, cleanliness, and food-wise. And I try to get something that is going to be very, very safe to eat. So I get a soft pretzel usually in the game because you can't fuck up a soft pretzel.
Can we just move on to MIT? I don't even want to. We're not going down this path. And
then you get some mustard to go with it. You get some mustard. I can't fuck that up. But I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all. If you go to the Panther Stadium, that's why I don't get anything. I have to put my hands all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a burger. Yeah. I mean, it's I'm just letting look at his face right. You know who was number one for football?
Who?
Oh, I'm serious. Arizona.
For food?
Oh, for cleanliness and food.
Yeah, but they treat their players like dog crap, so.
Well, they have to treat someone good, apparently. All right.
All right. Let's move on.
Let's go to MIT. Let's go to MIT. Although
this one for me was really difficult, and I do mind if I go first because I have a few.
No, you go first. I'm still laughing about it.
So this one, I want. My first one has to be Ohtani breaking Babe Ruth's strikeout record yesterday. I mean, the guy's just phenomenal. It's really sad that he's not going to be an Angel for life. I think if the team was better and had more weapons around him, he'd stay there. But I think this is the last year Ohtani's going to be there. And unfortunately, I think it's very possible he could either go to the Dodgers or to the Padres because of the money situation there. And he'll stay in LA, which he likes to, he'll stay in California, which he loves to play here. That's one thing that's been consistent throughout his career. The other one has to be Sergei Bobrovsky's performance against the Maple Leafs. I don't think anyone saw the Panthers. I mean, they beat the Bruins, fair enough to them. They just wanted it more. But I don't think anyone saw them absolutely being potentially sweeping the Maple Leafs. But of course, as the Maple Leafs have done, they can't move past the second round or the first. The other one has to be Max Verstappen. What?
It's the most impressive thing you saw in the person.
Yeah, I had 4 impressive things. I'm not done.
Okay, all right, keep going. There you go.
Max Verstappen winning the Miami F1 race after starting in 8th place.
Yeah.
That was really impressive. And then my other one, Eric's going to hate me for this, has to be Lonnie Walker's Game 4 performance. I think the pinnacle, if I had to choose a moment from Lonnie Walker, it was the mid-range shot he hit over Steph, and Steph's like just looks at him like, damn, this, like, you knew when he hit that shot that he was going to continue hitting big shots, and it was just insane.
It's like, it's not my night when that happens. Or it's like, it is his night. It's not our night, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the fact, it was just like, that was just so, it was like, it was great defense by Steph, but it was just better offense by Walker.
Again, I've said it on here. I've said it a million times, and Stace said the same exact thing. Stace and Dre. Well, Stace can too, but Steph and Dre can't carry this whole fucking team. It's just not and Clay, just his stupid ass shots, dude. I swear those 2 shots were ridiculous, out of character. Whatever, that's not the point.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have 4.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you outshowmaned me. It's okay. It's actually all good. I got 2. I do have 2. All right. Uno. I mean 1. What? Okay. Not this one, but this one. All right. So it was I'm not a Heat fan. In fact, usually in the history of my life, I have been my history of my Hornets fandom, I'm anti-Heat because they've been our rivals for a long time. They are. They're like the ones we always meet whenever we go to the playoffs. God forbid. We play them for some reason.
Right.
But Cody Martin plays for the Hornets. Unfortunately, he was not around this year. He had lingering issues, stuff like that. But his twin brother, identical twin brother, Caleb Martin, had a game basically just wrap it up. Dunk. Like, it was ridiculous. Check that out. Like, less than 2 minutes left or whatever. Caleb Martin just crams this ball. And the reason I say that that's my most impressive thing is not just because of the dunk, because he's from Mocksville, North Carolina. And that is 20 minutes away from where I am. And that's where my aunt is from. And my aunt, no one knows this on our site, but I will give a shout out real quick. If anyone knows what Lewy body dementia is, it is a mental, it's a neurological and physical deterioration. And that's why I've been late on my articles, because we've been taking care of her. So, but he's from Mocksville. So that was one of the most important things. And I want to shout out to Valerie Cook. That's my aunt. I know I didn't mean to make it so serious, but it's just that I want everyone to know that's what it is. And prayers and thoughts to her. So she's not going to get better. It's just got to wait for it to be. Well, there's good days and bad days. Okay, so, but I appreciate the patience of everyone at BSP for my tardiness on articles, and I'll get better about that. I promise. All right. So that was one. Sorry to keep it so. I just had to get that out of the way. Excuse me. So the second one, definitely, I love the one you went to. You took my F1 one, but there you go. That's okay. I'll be all right with it. I want to actually, you know what? I wasn't going to say this one, but I'm loving this though. This guy I can't pronounce his name. He bought the Premier. He opened the Premier Lacrosse League, the PF or Premier, whatever. He was on both ESPN morning shows yesterday. And shout out to lacrosse, man. Some of us might be douchebags. I'm not. I'm awesome. But everyone else is like, lacrosse is a great sport. Shout out to it. And they got this new Premier League that's going to go on. It's partnered with MLL, excuse me. And I'm stoked, man. I want this sport to take off, man. I mean, it already has, but I want it to really take off. Go lacrosse, man, especially since I'm awesome and I was a great defender. And anyone that doesn't believe me, you can kiss my ass. Okay. So sorry, Space. I had this.
You're good.
I was good. I was not just good. I was great. I was great. Son. I just shouldn't have been so lazy. That's all. That's all it was. All right. So what do you want to say before we wrap up, my friend?
I just want to say shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to Stacy for being a great new host. We look forward to bigger and better things. Shout out to everyone's loved ones. Hope everyone is doing well, starting to feel better, or is on the mend. And I think that's it for me. What about you, Eric? You got anything to round up with?
No, I think I've shouted out everyone, and I'm sorry to vent my personal stuff on there, but I just wanted to give the thoughts and prayers out there to my aunt. Thank you so much, Aunt Valerie Cook. I love you. And shout out to Jimmy Cook, my uncle, who's taking care of her. And so, best wishes, prayers, etc. Sorry to bring everything down with that, but had to say it, All right. So, but I will say this on a positive note. Dub Nation winning tonight. Wu-Tang. What up? No, it's Dub Nation, baby. We're taking it tonight. What up? It's happening. And the Panthers, we're going to win the Super Bowl. We already know. That's it. W's for wins, W's for Warriors. There you go. We're all about it. Hey, well, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate him mentioning Stace. Stacy, thank you so much for taking time out of your day before you go to work. And thank you to my co-host, Space, for being patient with the new change of schedule. You've been really awesome. Thanks, Space. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the next thing we got to do is just fix that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
You're doing it next time.
Maybe it's Stacy, because you're fine now. You haven't had a breakdown afterwards.
No, I figured out what it was.
What
I
was
did.
it?
I figured out what it was. I had my phone just in case I needed a backup. I had the hotspot on, so that was taking up Bluetooth usage. Also, no, it gets even better. Also, I had balls. I don't know. I had something else. Either way, I was using too much damn Wi-Fi. I was using too much of the Wi-Fi. Once I took it off, it was good. So I'm just stupid. Anyone that doesn't know me, I am mentally disabled when it comes to wireless, or not wireless, but technology. Unless there's a phone with a simple problem and it doesn't involve restarting things, hitting the off button and on button, we're good. Hey, by the way, my Harry Potter game is finally on the way.
Yay. Shout out to Harry Potter.
No, because it finally came out on Xbox One. So
that's good.
Y'all may not. Y'all may not see me for a while. I'll have like long fingernails and a big beard.
You're gonna look like a disheveled Quagmire from that episode.
That's exactly what it is. I'm gonna have well, not a lot of hair, but I'm gonna have hair. Then I'm gonna have a beard up to here, nails. Like, get out of here! Eating Cheetos and taquitos.
I came to see the mail.
Oh my God. All right. Well, on that note, let's get the fuck out of here. All right. Everyone enjoy what day is it? Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. From the new look of, and I'm going to change this logo. I just noticed this in the background. The new look of ONSIDE take with Erok, Space, and Stace. And
Who
I got
isn't
it
here
right.
right now, but she's with us in spirit.
But I got it right this time. I got the point of view right. All right, there we go. And I don't know. I can't. I'm not even going to try. There you go. There you go. Or it doesn't matter. It's not important. Okay. Stace, thank you so much for being part of our team. You really make it that much richer, and the rich get richer. Okay. Everyone have a great night. Again, this is Erok and Space, and we are signing off. I appreciate everyone's support. And the only question I have left is, can I kick it? Can we kick it? Can we?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we can.
Yeah,
Right?
we do.